accept the experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it.
What's good, people? It's your boy Double O, and I'm back with another one. Y'all already know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that like button for your boy. I'm gonna give you time to do so. All right. Also, while you're at it, when you take the time to subscribe, it helps the channel. We'll go ahead and while you do that, I'm gonna give y'all time to do that. Check these messages out real quick. Yep, yes, sir. There it go. All right, bet. Man, it's time we gotta talk about it, man. Y'all see the title. Y'all know what I'm here for. I'm here for a short time, not a long time. And let's debunk the lies about Microsoft and the new handheld console hybrid that they're calling it. People, hold on, let me check the audio. All right, y'all see the title. All right, cool, we good. All right, man. So pretty much everybody been going around with this same narrative that, oh, what's a console, what is a console, they don't know what's binary console or a pronoun console. We just lost in the sauce all of a sudden when it comes to what determines the factor of a console. So you've seen it in my messages, it's been coming through social media, just been going crazy with it. And let's really get down to it. So I was chilling. And Pastor, shout out to Pastor Island Gamers. Go check him out if you haven't. He just dropped a bombshell of a video that pretty much just ripped the fabric of this whole argument just to the bare bones. And now it's to the point of it's up to you to decide. Are you gonna believe a social media person that has no skill, let alone have never built a gaming console, or you're gonna actually believe the people that's behind the creation of that said device, who's telling you what it is, and you make your determination from that point after this. After this video, I don't know what else to tell you. This is my last time talking about it. I might do it. I hate when YouTube people say this is my last time, and then they turn it around a couple videos later, they do it. Put it like this. I will touch on it, but I would not go into description no more about if this is a console, if it's a hybrid. I'm not getting into none of that mess anymore. I gave y'all 3 solid videos that you can check out from the interview from the individual that helped create the Windows OS as well as the gaming OS for Xbox in its origins, all the way back to the Xbox One X era. I mean, One era. He also helped with the Azure server and talked about his that part that plays in video gaming with the Xbox. He's also spoken about Game OS, which is a different identity that plays a part with the cohesiveness with Windows OS when it's involving gaming, and what it brought to the table with Quick Resume, which again is going to be in the next generational console, which makes it a console. We also did another video just breaking down the hypervisor, and now we finna do this one because Pastor dug in the crates. I don't know where he found this video at, but he found it. And I want to bring a little bit of light of the people that I'm talking about, because y'all might think that I'm just like dragging this on or something like that, and it's far from the truth. Like when I go on Z show on Broadband Bullies, these are the conversations that we're having, like over an hour of just going back and forth with people that don't know what they're talking about and trying to spin a narrative that's untrue about the next generation of consoles and who's pushing the industry forward. So let's get to it, man. Now, I'd like to introduce y'all first off to the Golden Girls of Gaming. This is I've been talking about these guys for the longest. These are the individuals that's outdated in the gaming industry. We like what they brought to the table. They helped the industry go forward, but their mindset of the direction of gaming is too outdated for today's time when it comes to gaming as a whole out here now. So this, I ain't gonna put the video up, but we gonna listen to them so y'all can understand the type of intellectual individuals we speaking about when they talk about what is or isn't a console, or if your game's going to play natively. I mean, are your library going to be with you or not? These are the individuals that we're talking to on a daily basis and have to argue with. So for my safety, because I don't want this guy to copyright me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you gonna move. I know him, but you know a nigga, but you don't know a nigga. You feel me? So I'm not gonna show the video, but you're gonna hear it in the background. One moment. Hold on one moment. Come on, man. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh, wait. I gotta have it in the back. One moment.
Better to Ghostface Killer.
All right. I'm gonna play it
what's
back
up,
a little
Ghostface?
bit. Hold on.
Chris Green. To Ghostface platform, that's for sure.
A conventional
It's not the
problem,
same.
no PC shit,
I mean,
and
it
no
doesn't
cloud
matter.
hardware
It's
shit.
not
I said the conventional console,
is.
a conventional
How's it
It's not the same
problem,
platform
a
it was
powerful
before,
console. I
though.
told you that.
Now I want to pause real quick because this is the slowness that we're talking about. He's trying to backpedal, talking about a conventional console and all this other extra, not a hybrid. Again, these are the golden girls of gaming. You got to forgive them because they don't know not what they don't know. And this is what we got to deal with. But I continue to listen. I just want to give a background of who you're hearing.
It's not a competitive platform, that's for sure.
Yeah. Explain how it's not.
Veteran Prime, shout out to Ghostface Killer.
What's
It's
up,
an open source
Ghostface?
platform.
Chris Green. Chris Green's back.
It's an open source platform, my friend.
It don't matter.
Nah, it's an open source platform.
That's not a
No, it
console.
doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Yes, it
Oh
does.
my
doesn't.
God.
Yes,
Oh
we'll
my
We'll get to that
God.
shit. We'll get to that.
It is a open source platform.
No.
Wait,
Jamrock.
The man Teddy came out his own mouth and said it is an open source platform. And then the other individual who's doing the donations, which is Buck, said that it is not a competitive console. I think that's what he said, competitive console. I could be wrong. This is
That is not dedicated hardware.
All right, hold on, let me finish
Yeah,
the shout out.
it is.
Let me finish the
No,
shout
it's
out.
not.
it's not dedicated hardware. What else is it doing, Teddy? This is what I'm talking about with these individuals. Dedicated to what else? What is it doing? Is we doing Microsoft Words? We doing PowerPoints? What else is it doing outside of what its full on intentions are to do, which is play video games? Does it have the traditional standpoint of just saying it just plays games? Yes, morons. Just it plays a plethora of games. It just doesn't play one traditional set piece of games. If you got Steam OS games, it plays it. If you have Game Pass games or Xbox games, it plays it. Do it play 360 games? Yes, it plays it. Do it play Xbox One games? Yes. The main focus of this game is video games. It ain't playing Pong. It ain't doing your taxes. It's not goddamn checking your blood work. It's not doing a PowerPoint presentation. You're not writing up essays for college. You're playing video games on a console that plays video games. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, give it, okay.
How's it not?
That is.
It's a bonus that it can play.
It's a bonus
Steam
that it
and
can
all
play every Xbox game.
And I gotta commend Ridge on there because sometimes, like me, I'm gonna tell you now, I'm personally I am console war fatigued. I can't do it no more mentally. It ain't got nothing else. Going back and forth with people that, one, don't play video games, two, argue about tech and technology that they don't know about, and three, are stagnant and still and just want a traditional console is tiring. I'm here for the industry to push forward. I want new experiences, new video games, and new technology. Then I don't want to go out and buy the same exact device that I have in my home previously, and the only way I can justify it is the video games look prettier. No, that's not evolution of gaming. That's not growth. You're just being stagnant at that point. And I don't understand why these individuals don't get it. I don't want my brand of choice, especially when it comes to video games, to play it safe. I want them to be adventurous. I want them to try new things. I want to give me a new experience. When I saw that Connect, even though we didn't get to the point of the stage of what they presented, when the little kid had the device, the skateboard, and he scanned it into the game, and it became the skins became on the skateboard, that was innovation to me. The moment I'm sitting there, and when I was going through my weight loss journey, and we couldn't go outside, I hooked my Connect up, and I'm playing UFC trainer, and we over there boxing and getting the workout in with the Connect. That's innovation. The Connect Sports, innovation. Even the Wii U bowling was something that they had at the retirement homes to help with exercise with the elderly people and entertain them. That is innovation. That is taking something and pushing it further. I don't want to just sit here and be a couch potato on the on my couch and just play games all day. I want to be able to move around if I can. I want to see, you got quick resume. You turn around, now you got smart delivery. Now we could bring back the snap feature. So now technology isn't so strenuous on the box to the point where now we can navigate out and bring back old features that people loved and knew us for and upgrade it. That's the point of this. But you want to be stale potatoes. You still want to play third person over the shoulder single player video games, and then go out and justify spending $700, $800 on devices that you already had. Come on, man. Hold
That
on.
same hardware business that they were in
From the
before.
console.
Hold on.
From the
Yes.
Hold on. I gotta
Yes.
go back. Cause this was crazy what he
That's the whole
said.
point of
It can't even play your player.
Listen to this,
Okay,
man.
That is not dedicated.
I
It is a-
don't know if it's because he's stuck in the snow or what's going on, but listen to this.
It is a open source platform.
No.
I'm getting
Jam
finish.
rock.
That is not dedicated hardware.
All right, hold on, let me finish
Yeah,
the shout out.
it is.
Let me finish the
No,
shout
it's
out.
not.
Okay, give it, okay.
How's
We
it
already,
not?
we already seen that
It's a
tape.
bonus that it can play.
It's a bonus
Steam
that it
and
can
all
play
that.
every Xbox game.
Nope. It does.
Yeah,
It can't even play your player. It can't even play your.
It's not even a bonus for playing your video games, your old video games. And guess what? What Sony are doing right now, what did the CEOs and the former CEOs of this company said? If you want sequels to games, you need to buy the remakes and remasters of old games. But this is not a bonus that they're not trying to charge you to play stuff that you already purchased. All you got to have is a membership and you good to go. All you need is your exclusive club membership to Game Pass. You get access to your library plus some. What are we doing here, bruh? Are we here for gaming or are we here to just spill
Library
out
natively,
dumb
sir.
Xbox
rhetoric?
game.
It's a bonus that it can play.
It's a bonus
Steam
that it
and
can
all
play
that.
every Xbox game.
Nope. It does.
Yeah,
It can't even play your player. It
The
can't even play
man
your library
said
natively,
no.
sir.
Yes, it can. That's the whole point of it.
From your console.
Are you considering this them still being in that same hardware business that they were in
From the
before?
console.
This,
From the console.
Yes. Yes.
From the console.
This dumb person said out his mouth that you can't play it natively. And I'm just sitting here like, this is not xCloud. This is not streaming. Sarah Bond, aka Queen of the X, literally said out her mouth on the presentation that your library is coming with you. What do you think Play Anywhere is, Nimrod? It's not streaming. That's your library being able to be accessible through multitude of devices, not just tied to the console. This is not xCloud. And this is why I say these individuals do not know what they're talking about. They just hating and bringing out a negative take on Microsoft for whatever reason. I don't even know at this point. I thought it was a console war aspect, but I can't even say that no more. Because guess what? The PlayStation Portal only barely does streaming. It take off the PSN. It's not doing native, but guess what? When Microsoft do it, it's an issue. And Microsoft is giving you more than just one device to do this. You're doing it for their console, which is the Xbox games that you own. You got Steam OS, the library that's over there can be played on that device, and any Epic Games and any other streaming platform that's over there, all into one ecosystem of this device or the home console that they're making. This is crazy, yo.
Really?
No, you can't.
Nah.
You're so
Yes,
full of
you
shit.
can.
No, you
Like,
fucking
this is
can't.
them still doing the same kind of hardcore business.
You're about to be able to
They
play
did
your
before.
whole fucking catalog of Xbox games on.
I don't know if it's
He said
a little
it'll be
different.
off of PC Game Pass. It won't be off your console.
Yep.
He said it would be off a PC Game Pass. It will not be off your console. And this is the reason why Microsoft did a presentation not 2 months ago, not even a week or two ago. They came out and did a presentation and said, "Yo, Play Anywhere with all those games that they presented that was coming to the Xbox platform, where people want to play their games. Anytime you saw that little sticker at the end that said Play Anywhere, that's exactly what that meant. You're bringing your library with you to any device. Bruh.
Yes, you
But
can't
then
do it
that
on the
When you
console.
get the console
Shout out to Ridge because it's 1 versus 15 right now. It's like 1 versus. Let me be real. Okay, it's Teddy, Z, Buck. Who else? Shadow Twizzler. It's 1 versus 4, and Ridge is holding his ground. I gotta commend the man because going back and forth with this logic or this ideology of now everybody is talking about is not a console. It's not a traditional console. It's asinine. It's utterly just. It is mind draining to even have that type of argument with these individuals. Remind you, all of these devices that's being home consoles are some form of fashion of a PC. Every last one of them, down to Nintendo, up to Sony and Microsoft.
shit, they're gonna end up emulating one.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter. All backwards compatibility.
It
is
still remains to be seen what kind of money they're going to put into.
Can't you do
Like,
that right
It's
now?
not,
with the
it's
current
not a
version?
console, Rich.
Rich, you can do
But
that
we gonna
right
talk
now
about.
with the current
Hold
one.
on, hold on. We gonna finish
You
the
can't do that right now. You can't play
cannot play
all
your
your
Xbox
Xbox
library on
PC
PC,
games.
no.
What are you talking about?
No.
And that's the problem. You're talking about the now, which I didn't even hear 22 in the background. I just heard him now. You're talking about the now, and Sarah Bond, Phil Spencer, and Microsoft is talking about what they're pushing the industry towards, which is the future when these devices drop. They literally said in the interview, we worked closely with AMD and NVIDIA with Windows OS and Microsoft, which they have their gaming OS. And if you check out my last video with the interview about Dick Cutler, he breaks it down. These are people that was in the room that's breaking it down what they did with this device. And these people are still in denial. It's utterly insane.
Not yet.
Thank
Not
you.
yet.
They make a new
Not
console.
No, I
until
said your
the ROG
Xbox
Ally
PC,
X comes
your
out.
PC games with Game Pass. That's what I said.
You'll be able to
Yeah,
tell
No,
me.
I
yeah.
said
PC,
I
yeah,
was
PC
talking. I don't know
yes.
what you're talking about. I was talking about the console games, the 500 plus games that I have on my fucking Xbox is gonna.
Hold on. It went on commercial. One moment. Hold on. Bro, I gotta get rich. Just what's your name? This is why the American government failed the people when it said the No Kids Left Behind program. And when I say the educational system is piss poor, this is the prime example of that, because comprehension skills and reading fundamentals are literally thrown out the window for clickbait titles and bold print. If it ain't in bold print, these people do not read. And these are the people that's on the internet spewing this ignorant mess for no reason whatsoever. Because majority of these dudes supposed to be gamers, guess what they're playing on? They're playing on the PC, what's associated with Microsoft. I bet 1,000 running that you're not running Linux or any other operating system outside of Windows for that said PC that you done bought thousands of dollars for. One. Two, majority of these people talking. I want to say my bottom dollar, all of them have Game Pass. And lastly, but not least, majority of the time when they're streaming, what games are they playing? They're playing Microsoft games, majority of the time. These jokers was just playing Gears of War Reloaded, smiling ear to ear, grinning, cheesing, teeth fall out, playing Gears of War, and that's a Microsoft game. So what is your end goal with Microsoft? Like, where did they touch you? Why are you so adamant on seeing them fail when majority of your entertainment comes from the people that you wishing death upon?
Be on the next Xbox and it's going to be on PC. It's a console.
You
Yes,
can't
it
do
will.
that now. That
And they just keep, I don't understand why they keep not understanding where it said play anywhere. That means that your Xbox games, the games that's on your Xbox that you purchased, download it onto the onto the storefront, play anywhere tag on it, you're able to play it. Game Pass PC games, because that's been a big argument back in the days. Why is PC getting all of Xbox's games when in this deal and the console gamers doesn't get anything in return? Guess what happened? We don't have to do all these unnecessary ports. You got access to your library on this said device, which is the Rogue Ally. Then if you got Steam games over there that you don't want to get rid of, or you still want to continue to invest in and support indie titles and helping indie games blow up, you still got access to that in the other OSs associated with that. And not only that, we still catering to our home console community as well, with a home console that does exactly the same thing, but times 10. Instead of it being in a 1080p format, you're getting 4K, ray tracing, yada, 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 all the bells and whistles from the console. But they seem to have a problem with that.
they can't emulate that
They
now.
already said that you can't for the ROG Ally X. Your console games.
As I say, it won't be out yet.
Oh, console games can't work. Nope.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
It
they
says it
can.
right in the write-up.
No,
You
can't.
can read it.
Because it won't.
Now he said the console game is in the write-up, but once again, the lady came out and literally said your library comes with you. Your library that you have comes with you. Only barrier that's being broken or removed or altered is our traditional ideology of what a home console actually does or entail that it does. That's it, that's all. This device is still going to have quick resume, which is associated with gaming OS side of gaming. It boots up and runs a linear version of Windows. It stripped it down to the bone. I don't understand how many times they got to keep telling these people this. They strip the thing down to the bone and they heavily focus on gaming experience. So I'm finna close off on that one because I'm done talking to the Golden Girls of Gaming. Y'all see what it is at this point. So let's get back to the meat and potatoes of what I really came here for, because shout out to Island Gamer once again. Go check out his channel, support my boy. He's doing the Lord's work out here. And he dropped a massive bombshell in this video where, again, instead of we talking to individuals that, one, have not created a home console, have not built one, we was not in the room while they was building this said home console. We have bare bone college knowledge, and you got people that's out here that graduated from the No Kid Left Behind program that has a mic and a camera on social media reading to you head titles with bold print instead of them reading the actual content that's associated with what's really going on in gaming. Let's hear from the horse's mouth what they have done, have their existence in gaming as a whole. One moment, let me get it up and running.
Head and take on a life of its own.
Nat said, well, isn't it really a direct Xbox in the living room? I'm like, yeah, it's like a direct Xbox. That's what it's about.
And we just put up on the board, let's call it the Direct Xbox.
A couple seconds into this video, we are seeing that the PlayStation community looks very stupid. They were saying because the new Xbox that Sarabon would have spoken about would be running Windows, that it will be a PC. And they didn't even know that the first Xbox was also running a version of Windows. How stupid these ponies look at this point.
And this is I'm doubling down on what he said, because once again, Dick Cutler said the exact same thing in his video where they stripped it down, gave you Windows, a different version of Windows that only associate itself with gaming as a whole, which means you're not going to see a Windows loading screen. You're not going to see Windows OS in the background. You're not going to be doing PowerPoint presentations or using this as a mobile desktop. Its sole purpose is handheld 1080p video gaming at a high fidelity clip with all of its resources associated with focusing on video games. That's it. That's all. Hello, you play it.
So we had this awkward thing in our mouths all the time. It was a direct Xbox.
And I remember saying, that's too long, it's just Xbox. And we liked that.
That was our code name as a stand-in until we had something better come along.
Now, this was the bare bone. This is just them directly saying, this is the name for the thing itself, Direct Xbox. That's them creating the name. And now they're finna talk about how they pitched this said device to Bill Gates at the time. This is the origin stories of Xbox. This is the premise, the reason why they got into gaming, everything as a whole. You're about to see it and witness it right now. And they're going to also mention what they use to create this said device.
Day, these guys from the DirectX team walked into my office. And they pitched me on this thing, the Xbox. And basically what they pitched was a disguised PC.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
So yes, Dr.
Hold on, Pastor. So pretty much, they a disguised PC stripped down into a box form. So what are we talking about now? This is what we're saying. I'm not even 2 minutes into this video and it already done told you what it is. It was code name Indirect Xbox, but its code name turned out to be just Xbox. It was too long. They went in and did a sales pitch to Bill Gates. at the time. And in that process, before that presentation happened, they had to figure out a way to pull and strip all unnecessary things that they did not need into creating this said box that was technically a PC in a console form. A living room heavy focus device. That's it, that's all.
Uma, you heard correctly. The intentions behind the original Xbox, the genesis of the Xbox console, was to be a disguised PC. So when these guys are talking about the new Xbox is going to be a PC, Ponies, are you listening to this documentary? It was always a PC. It was.
Ding, ding, ding. How can I disguise myself as something else when I'm already telling you what I am from my existence? They didn't say I was another pronoun, or they didn't say nothing. I tried, not worthy. These jokers came out the gate and told y'all, yo, I identify as a console, but in the inside, I am a PC. Like, what the? Now they out here talking about I identify as a hybrid. Nigga, what? I identify as something else after I told y'all from jump I'm a PC. Oh my God. And again, they have not did anything different for the Rogue Ally X or the new Xbox that's coming out. It's the same mindset, same situation. These niggas is talking about custom. Oh, they're not doing the custom CPU, GPU, so it's not technically an Xbox because it's not a console. It ain't the traditional. Fool. It's always been a PC. Just because we put in a chip that does function as a gaming chip does not mean it's still not a PC. These people just told y'all out their own mouth. We went to the drawing board. We know that people don't want to associate themselves with Windows like that. They want that ease of use that a console does, which is I can sit down, I boot up, see the logo, I'm at the home screen ready to play my games. Oh, not a traditional bruh. That's all Teddy and them was talking about. I just played the clip earlier. That's all they was running about. Their whole narrative is not traditional. It's not traditional. It's a hybrid. Nigga, this is not a pronoun. This is a PC that is a game that focuses on gaming. That's it. That's how it always been. But y'all want to spin the narrative to justify the hate towards something that you like to enjoy. I thought we like innovation. I thought the whole point of playing gaming was to get a great experience and in the convenience of a home console at this point and at this focus. Microsoft is doing that times 10. Guess what? You ain't got to be tied down to your house. You got a whole new experience. We are bashing somebody for giving us variety. Let that sink in. You're trying to hate on a company that's giving you variety. They're giving you a choice on how you experience your gaming. And we're upset about that. They're going out of business.
It's always a PC, according to what Microsoft, a disguised PC. What would be your argument now? See, what these ponies fail to realize is that what makes a console is simply this. If the primary function is to play games, that's very simple. Go and look at the definition now of a console. You don't hear anything about different storefronts. You don't hear anything about it runs Windows. That's what makes it a PC. No. If the primary function is to play video games, that is what is a console. It's not maths. This is not rocket science, ponies. It's very, very simple.
I thought, oh, this is great. This is like a bridge for me to get to the console business.
This box that will run a native version of DirectX, which is the part of Windows that's really focused on the game developer, was revolutionary.
It's going to be easy to port to this machine, easy to take my games and make them run. Unlike running on PlayStation at that time or a Nintendo machine that were just very alien hardware compared to a PC.
Ed understood.
And listen to what he said. And that's exactly what Sony and Nintendo's doing right now, which is insane. You know, shameless shot towards Nintendo, but let's be honest, man. Y'all still out there pumping out the cartridges situation, and they find out that the license key not even on the disc, on the cartridge, is insane to me. So it's like, what's the point of you manufacturing this plastic when you don't have to? This presentation of something that you don't even have to, finding out that the license key and majority of the license keys not even on this said little chip. I digress. We already see what's going on with physical and the heavy decline on physical devices. Discs. People are going mobile. Going digital. It is what it is at this point. But I'm gonna continue because that just caught my attention when he said it.
All this game development is happening on the PC. We wanted to make a console that was specifically designed to be easy and fun to make. It's happening on the PC. We wanted to make a console.
Hold on, bro. That dude chin is crazy. I just wanted to highlight that. Bro, that dude chin is insane, bro.
It was specifically designed to be easy and fun to make games on. And if the most creative people did their best work on your platform, that's really good business. That's a good idea.
Basically, I said, I'm in. I like this idea. I want to help you guys.
We were pitching a very traditional game console, and the Xbox team proposal, as I understood it, it sounded to us like, hey, we're going to take a PC and we're going to go build a console out of that, and it just didn't seem credible. It's just not the way the business worked. Final round.
You hear that? It's not how the business worked. And then the moment it happened, guess what? Everyone had to turn and change their whole mindset of what that was at that point, because of what they did and how they was able to implement it and present it, and in that whole little scenario, that whole process.
These two groups came at the idea of building a game console in very, very different ways. So this meeting got really contentious.
We have to watch these guys like on our plan and tell us it's not going to work and talk to Bill about how game consoles really work. I'm waiting. I'm like, come on, Bill, kill him, shut him down. They're full of He doesn't do it.
I wanted to see the Bill Gates of old. I wanted to see Old Testament Bill Gates, the guy that was famous for throwing people out of meetings and telling them never to come back and telling them that they're the dumbest person in the company. To my horror, Bill sat back and stroked his chin and was very thoughtful. Bill said, well, I think both teams raised some good ideas.
But he didn't seem really that impressed.
Hold on. I'm getting I had to catch it real quick. I got a commercial. Hold on one moment.
Of having to stream in 720p in StreamYard or having to pay more to get 1080p quality, we got you.
Oh, okay, my bad.
In front of that audience, we realized we had to bring out every stop.
The guys from the DirectX side knew that you don't go to a Bill Gates review without showing something really spectacular.
And so leading into this meeting, none of us had slept for like a week.
We made this little device that had relatively old PC technology with.
You see what he said? We took this said device and we went and installed relatively old PC parts. I swear I'm mad I gotta even do this right now. But I tell you, this is the last time I'm gonna do a breakdown like this.
A game console-like case on it. And we modified Windows with a hack that tears open a hole from the bottom up and exposes the hardware.
It was a bunch of PC components and a game controller, and it was literally just held together by chewing gum and tape.
Soldering stuff, stripping wires.
And this was like, you know, in the back of our car or like, you know, on the floor in a conference room that we were making this stuff.
An ugly timer on it that showed Windows booting up from power.
Booting a PC 20 years ago would take like 3 minutes. It could take longer. It could take 5-6 minutes. These guys played with a PC, pulled stuff out that wasn't necessary, changed the BIOS.
And I turned it on.
Heard what he said. Played with the PC, change the binary coding, remove unnecessary thing. It took over 3 minutes to to upload Windows at this point in time in life. And they stripped it down to the point where it was presentable to showcase as a console, a closed microwave. This is what they did.
And so it booted in like 3 or 4 seconds.
Took 3 to 5 minutes and booted it up in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Something that took over 3 minutes, they cut it down to 3 seconds due to the fact that they was able to take out and strip all of the unnecessary binary codes and just focus on giving them a miniature PC in a box.
Bill Gates almost jumped across the table. He was so excited when he saw that.
Bill immediately looks at us.
Why the doesn't Windows boot like that all the time? Yeah. Bill wanted to see it multiple times. He's like, turn it off and do it again. Turn it off and do it again.
I saw.
Look at what Bill Gates got excited for. He didn't get excited that it can play video games. He didn't get excited that it was running focused on gaming PC and stripped down. He was focused on the load time. 3 seconds compared to 3 minutes was the selling point for him. So just imagine that mindset now going into 2025. You're bringing out a handheld and a console, and not only are you bringing new revolution to the gaming community, even though it's small and minute in somebody else's mind, it's big and major when it comes to the future, how this device is going to run. Things like quick resume, things like smart delivery. All of those are key components in this situation. And like I said before, and Post said, you know, imagination or future self, and when it comes to gaming, you getting ready to get off of work and you about to boot up. Let's not even say you was at work on your break and you was playing the video game at your break. Then all of a sudden you paused the game, went to work, got done. I say on the phone, hey, I want to go play Killer Instinct, or we're going to play some 2K or whatever. You can set up a time. By the time you hit the door, you booting it straight up seamlessly. Right where you left off, you're booting right back up on the console, home console, and continue doing what you was doing. Oh, you had some PC games or some PC indie games that you wanted to check out, but you ain't at the house because you can't lug around a 2-ton, $1,500 PC around with you. Guess what? I got my phone. All I got is a controller. I got an LG TV. I got a Rogue Ally X in my hand. Boom, I hit the button, I'm booted up, I'm ready to go. I'm back, continue my experience without having that $1,500, $2,000 PC sitting in my luggage claim, in my bags. This is innovation at its finest. Oh, snap.
When we took a PlayStation disc, stuck it in the Xbox prototype, and immediately Tomb Raider came on screen in all its glory.
Guess what? So
And look at what he just said. We took a PlayStation disc, put it into the system, and you saw Tomb Raider boot up.
Immediately, Tomb Raider came on screen
PlayStation Tomb
in all
Raider
its
popped
glory.
up with all of its
Xbox
glory.
prototype, and immediately.
Hold on, let me load it back.
When we took a PlayStation
let me play it back for the people in the background that didn't hear him.
disc, Windows. So you can imagine the executive surprise when we took a PlayStation disc, stuck it in the Xbox prototype, and immediately Tomb Raider came on screen in all its glory.
Remind you, this man, this was talking about 1997, 1999. That's what he was there. And this is what he's talking about, his experience back in 26 years ago. This is what they was doing. So the original Xbox was able to play PC games out the PlayStation games out the back. Of course, they did their little coding and all that stuff, and it didn't happen. I'm just joking. But it's funny how full circle the situation just came up, because guess what? Now you're able to play PlayStation games on a new Rogue Ally X via Steam. So yeah, man, that's my video for today, bro. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about the situation. Again, this is my last time speaking on it. I'm done talking about this. I'm pro now, Xbox out. I'm fatigued. It's a console. It always has been it's a PC. It always has been a PC that has been converted over to a console. Just because they're not doing a custom chipset does not mean or negate the fact that this is still a closed environment console that sits in your living room on a bookshelf somewhere or a TV stand. You're still getting your Xbox experience, console experience on both devices. And like I said before, the handheld is the 1080p handheld version of the experience, where it doesn't heavily focus on giving you 4K graphics and all that great stuff. And the home console is the bigger box. It's the juggernaut. It's going to give you the 4K experience, 2K, whatever, native, ray tracing, all that great, wonderful bells and whistles. That is what the home console is going to do. And it not only give you not one experience, which is the console experience of gaming, with things like Play Anywhere and PC Game Pass, you're also in Steam, you're also getting the PC experience in gaming in a closed box experience. That's it. That's all. If you got any more questions, go talk to your school system. Tell them that you need help, you need medication. Go to your local mental institution and tell them that you need a perfectly size 7 straight jacket, because you clearly have lost your mind. Go to your local nursing care services and tell them you need a uppage on your dosage of medication, because your dementia is kicking your back in, because you do not understand the difference between a console, a company that has been making a console from PC parts since its existence, to where we at now, where you're claiming that it's a hybrid. You have lost your ever-loving mind, and I pray for you at this point. This is your boy Melo. One love and God bless. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy. Support the movement. And I'm out, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Peace. These people gotta be, they gotta be on the spectrum at this point.